All right. In today's digital age, our homes and our lives are more connected than ever with smartphones, laptops, smart devices, and home networks, all part of our daily lives. So while these bring convenience, they also expose us to cyber threats that can compromise our privacy, finances, and personal information. So our next talk on cybersecurity resilience for a household will guide us on practical ways to protect our digital lives, strengthen security, and build safe online habits for every family member. Please join me in warmly welcoming our very own, our resident technology expert, Mr. Biju Abraham.
How many got into an identity theft? How many of you have your house name or your child's name in your password? How many of you have written down the password? How many have written down the SSN? And this is a very important one. How many places you have used the same password? Alright, so ഞാൻ cover ചെയ്യാൻ പോകുന്നത് ഇതുകൊണ്ടുണ്ടാവുന്ന തെഫ്റ്റും ഐഡൻറ്റിറ്റി തെഫ്റ്റും അതിൻ്റെ കോൺസിക്വൻസസും അതിനുശേഷം അതെങ്ങനെ പ്രിവെൻറ്റ് ചെയ്യാം എന്നുള്ളതുമാണ് കൂടുതലായിട്ട് കവർ ചെയ്യുന്നത്. അത് കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് എന്തെങ്കിലും ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ അതനുസരിച്ച് നമുക്ക് മൂവ് ചെയ്യാം. ദ പ്രസൻറ്റേഷൻ ഈസ് ഓൺലി 20 to 30 minutes. In 2024 alone, people age 60 plus, can you guess how much of money they have lost? 60 plus only. Yes, it's $5 billion to fraud worldwide. So, ഇപ്രാവശ്യം അരിസോണയിലാണെന്ന് തോന്നുന്നു, you might have heard about a case. And then ഇന്ത്യയിൽ വാട്സാപ്പ് വഴിയും യൂട്യൂബ് വഴിയും ഒത്തിരി കേസസ് നടക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. And this is getting multiplied because of AI. And ഞാൻ അതിൻ്റെ കുറച്ച് ഡെമോസ് ഞാനിവിടെ കാണിക്കാം, so that you can see how easy it is for someone to steal your password or, and you get into an identity theft. So what does these thieves want? So basically they are trying to get your personal data, your name, address, phone number. ഇതെല്ലാം ഒരിടത്ത് കാണത്തില്ല, പക്ഷേ you can correlate this and identify the full history of any person very easily. Computers can do that very fast. പാസ്വേഡ് ഒരു 8-digit പാസ്വേഡ് ആയിരിക്കും സാധാരണ. ഇപ്പം അതിൽ കുറച്ച് പലരും സമ്മതിക്കത്തില്ല. ഇഫ് ദർ ഇസ് എൻ 8-digit പാസ്വേഡ്, അത് ക്രാക്ക് ചെയ്യാൻ എത്ര സമയം വേണമെന്നറിയാം? Fraction of a second. Yeah. So if it's a 12-digit password, it takes 4 hours. അത് ഇപ്പോഴത്തെ കമ്പ്യൂട്ടർ വെച്ചിട്ട് അത് അതിലും ഫാസ്റ്റായിട്ട് ഇപ്പം ക്രാക്ക് ചെയ്യാവുന്നതാണ്, പ്രത്യേകിച്ച് AI വെച്ചുകൊണ്ട്. So what can you lose if your identity gets stolen? ഞാനിവിടെ അച്ഛന് ഒരു സംഭവം വന്നപ്പോൾ അച്ഛൻ, എൻ്റെ ബാങ്കിൽ പൈസയൊന്നുമില്ല, അപ്പോൾ നോ പ്രോബ്ലം. That might be true, but people can take a loan in your name. And that becomes your liability. And to take a loan these days, you only need a social security number, and of course, name is available everywhere. Social security number and masking തന്നെ ചിലപ്പോൾ ലാസ്റ്റ് 4-digit ആയിരിക്കാം, ബാക്കി നമ്മൾ എഴുതി വെച്ച് കാണാം. പല രീതികളിലും ഇത് പോകാം. അപ്പം മെയിൽ വരുമ്പോൾ സ്പ്രെഡ് ചെയ്യുന്ന, സോ ഐ വിൽ ഗോ ഇൻ ടു സം ഓഫ് ദോസ് തിങ്സ്. പക്ഷേ ഈ ഐഡൻറ്റിറ്റി തെഫ്റ്റ് വന്നു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ to recover from that, it could take months or years depending on how much damage it has cost you. So there are 3-4 ways by which they get to you. So I'm going to cover 3 medias: phone, video, and then browsing, internet search ചെയ്യുമ്പോഴുള്ള. So in the phone, ഇതൊരു വളരെ systematic ആയിട്ട് cybersecurity has actually defined the way the scam that happens through the phone in very clearly. 4 രീതികളിലാണ് അത് സംഭവിക്കുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് വന്നിരിക്കുന്ന ഫോൺ കോൾ ശ്രദ്ധിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ അത് ഇതിൽ ഏതെങ്കിലും ഒരു ഭാഗത്തിൽ പെടുന്നതായിരിക്കും. The first one is the grandparent scam, and this is the one where somebody pretends to be a child who's in a police station or in a car accident, and then you need to do that. You need to move money. So some you might have got these spam calls. കുറേവർക്കൊക്കെ വളരെ ഈസി ആയിട്ട് ഡിറ്റക്ട് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും. So basically bail, medical issues, അങ്ങനത്തെ എല്ലാം. They will beg you to be secretive about this. വേറെ ആരോടും പറയാതിരിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടി. They will ask for gift cards and wire transfers. EPAM sell many other ways of transferring money. So this could be a money theft, or it could be something more than that, because they might only get one piece of the puzzle that they do not have. And ആ ഒരു കാര്യം മാത്രം ചോദിക്കുമ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ വിചാരിക്കും അത് കുഴപ്പമുള്ള കാര്യമല്ല. പക്ഷേ they can correlate that with several other things, and then it becomes a bigger problem. The second one is government impersonation. IRS-ന് എത്ര പേർക്ക് കോൾസ് വന്നിട്ടുണ്ട്? So IRS will never call you. നമ്മൾ അങ്ങോട്ട് വിളിച്ചാൽ അവർ ഫോൺ എടുക്കത്തില്ല, പിന്നെയാണ് അവർ ഇങ്ങോട്ട് വിളിക്കുന്നത്. Yeah, so they are not going to call you. No government official is going to call you. No DMV is going to call you. No police is going to call you. Even email, they are not going to just send an email just like that. If there is a legal issue, it will be a court notice. It will be registered mail. Adilum on the scam. So they will threaten to arrest you, deport you. Already when you start seeing threatening things, don't worry about it. Keep the phone and don't have a conversation. ചിലപ്പോൾ നമ്മളിത് കുറച്ച് സംസാരിച്ചതിന് ശേഷമായിരിക്കും മനസ്സിലാവുന്നത് that this could be a scam, and then be careful about it, report it. It is very important that you report it, because police also can correlate this and be helpful to you. The third one is tech support. ഇത് മിക്കവാറും ബ്രൗസറിൽ കൂടെ വാട്സാപ്പിൽ കൂടെയാണ്. You touch it, tech support, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ your hard disk is full, and you can clean it up by clicking on this button. ഇതെല്ലാം scams ആണ്, because where it takes you is it's not a good place. And the last one is the romance scam. This is the one I think happened in Arizona today. Somebody lost a lot of money around this, and this people go after the soft spot of personalities and then create fake profiles on WhatsApp. You can easily create a WhatsApp account that looks with your photographs. Your photograph is available everywhere. So this is one of those. So I'm not going into the details. I'm going to skip through this. So now with the AI, this thing has become much more easier to do for anybody. That means when you're a child, someone calls you with your child's saying that your child is an accident. Now the child can actually call you with their voice. It will sound like your child. And that is more scary, because ഒരു രീതിയിലും നമുക്കത് വിശ്വസിക്കാൻ പറ്റത്തില്ല. ആ രീതിയിലുള്ള ഫോൺ കോൾസ് ആയിരിക്കാം, ശബ്ദവും എല്ലാം ഇമിറ്റേറ്റ് ചെയ്യാം. Similarly, the video also can be imitated these days. So just to demonstrate this, I have taken the voice of someone in our church here, Robin, and with his permission, and I took it from the sermon that he did last 3 weeks back in our church. And that is publicly available on the YouTube. So I didn't ask Robin to record anything. I didn't ask him to give me any voice or anything at all. I just went to the YouTube in our church. It's publicly available. Took the audio of Robin and imitated that using AI.
Hey there, I'm Robert from Martha.
So instead of doing a scam phone call here, I'm going to do a phone call as if this is Robin is a member of this church who is very knowledgeable about Thoma churches and theology and everything around it. Okay, so that's the context here.
Hey there, I'm Robert from Thoma Church of San Francisco. How can I help you today?
Hi, I'm Biju. What is MTVEA?
Hi Biju, it's great to meet you. MTVD stands for Thoma Voluntary Evangelists Department. It's a significant part of our church's mission. Are you familiar with the Thoma tradition, or would you prefer a high-level overview of what that entails?
No, tell me about baptism.
All right, Biju. The Thoma Voluntary Evangelist Department, or MTVD, is essentially the missionary arm of the Thoma Church. It's made up of lay members who volunteer their time and resources to spread the gospel and engage in various outreach activities, both within and outside the church community. Does that make sense?
I asked about baptism.
My apologies, Viju. It seems I misunderstood your previous question. You asked about baptism, not MTVD. Thank you for clarifying. In the Mar Thoma Church, baptism is a very important sacrament. We believe it's a public declaration of faith and a symbol of...
I'm going to stop here. You just got the idea. Those who know Robin, you can see that it is pretty much his voice. And especially if it comes on a phone call, you will not be able to differentiate between that. So... in YouTube, this is very similar to WhatsApp also. So there are few images that are out there. Again, same concept. They show the urgency. The offer ends in 10 minutes. Money needs to be transferred. You're moving from this version to that version, or you need to upgrade your laptop. And then, people will actually provide the handle. Handle is basically the name that you see. You can put exactly, President Trump or your Achin's name in there, and it will look as if it is coming from Achin. So some of the examples here, the imitation of Elon Musk, the iPhone storage is full. It comes up on your phone, so you think it is full really, but it is not. It's just a link that takes you to some other website, and you create problems there. Also asking for money and things like that. I'll bring back to Robin again, because earlier I showed the voice. So this is the photo of Robin. I just took a screenshot of that sermon that he gave in the church. And as you can see, at this point when I took the photo, he is actually looking down. His face itself is not that clear. So first, AI was able to transform that into his real picture. And then after that, you feed that picture into a video. And then I created the voice from the previous exercise. ഇതിനു മുമ്പ് ചെയ്ത ആ വോയിസ് അതിൽ ഞാനൊരു വോയിസ് ഉണ്ടാക്കിയിട്ട് അത് ഈ വീഡിയോയിലേക്ക് ആഡ് ചെയ്തിട്ട് now you can listen to how it.
I want to welcome all of you to the MTVEA 13th Regional Conference. Hope you all are having a blessed time at this event.
And most of the WhatsApp videos that you see are like this. It's not real Achans, it's not real Thirumenis or event that has happened. So how do you detect this? Now I'm going into ഇതെങ്ങനെയാണ് കണ്ടുപിടിക്കാന്നുള്ളതാണ് അടുത്തത് ഇമെയിലും ഫോണിൽ കൂടെയും. Okay. So this is an example of an email. ഇത് ഞാൻ explain ചെയ്യാൻ വേണ്ടി I didn't take a real screenshot, but I repeated whatever was in the email. It's a real email that comes to all of us. I put the numbers there to show the different problems. The first one, the sender address. നമ്മൾ സെൻഡർ അഡ്രസ്സിൽ ബിജു എബ്രഹാം ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് ഫ്രം ബിജു എബ്രഹാം എന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിലും യു ക്യാൻ ലുക്ക് അറ്റ് ദ റിയൽ ഇമെയിൽ അഡ്രസ് ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് കമ്മിങ് ഫ്രം. ആ ജിമെയിലാണെങ്കിൽ അതൊന്ന് പുൾ ഡൗൺ ചെയ്ത് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ യു ക്യാൻ സീ ദ റിയൽ ഇമെയിൽ അഡ്രസ്. അത് നോക്കുമ്പോൾ കാണാം ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് നോട്ട് കമ്മിങ് ഫ്രം ബിജു എബ്രഹാം അറ്റ് ഓൾ. ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് നോട്ട് മൈ ഇമെയിൽ അഡ്രസ്. ഇതിൻ്റെ അകത്ത് ദിസ് ഈസ് as if this is an email from Microsoft. If you look at the end, it is Microsoft is spelled with a O, it's a 0 instead of an O. -security-alert.net, which is not the real domain. So Microsoft in the domain is microsoft.com. At least it is not security-alert.net. So you can look at some of these things. That is the first thing. The second one is the subject, which is alarmist. Most people, they wanted to get the money out very quickly, so they will try to create an urgency factor. The third one is the username is generic. It doesn't call out your name. It's dear user, dear customer, something like that. If it's somebody really sending you an email, they could personalize it. Even technology can do that. Then they're asking you to click on a link. That link is also fake. You can see it is account-update.com. It is not anywhere from Microsoft. And at the Microsoft nulla word account, but it is not the right link. Again, a sense of urgency or a threat. And finally, Microsoft support team, IT department. These are all like, you have to read through the email and you'll see there is something wrong with this. Even if you have a slight doubt about this, delete it. If somebody wants something, they will send it back to you. Okay? Or they will call you. And finally, there is an attachment to this. So now it's an invoice, you think what it is, you click on it, that's the end of your computer. So that's what, and it is named as a zip file, but it's not really a zip file. It can auto expand and run a program in your computer. So that is just an example of how to detect this in an email. I get a lot of you actually send me emails trying to see whether it's spam or no. So I actually look at these things. Now you can look at yourself. So what do? When in doubt, first delete the email immediately. Never click the links in any suspicious email. You can call the person back, things like that. Regarding calling the person back, never call the person's number on the email. If the email is from your bank, go to your bank account, go to whatever website, find your bank's support call number and call them. Don't try to use the number that is there. Okay. Password. So we talked about password earlier. This is one of the best ways that you can protect your online banking account and everything. So pande 8 digits ayirunnu mandatory, now 12 digit is becoming mandatory. Ella companigalum adu maatikkondirikana because 12 digit takes a longer time. At 12, and I told you it takes around an hour or something to decode a 12 digit password. Adinte athu oru capital letter undengil thanne that will multiply 10 times. If you have an at symbol or a pound or any symbols, it will multiply it further. And if you have a 12 or 16 digit password with an alphabet, uppercase, a lowercase, and a number and a symbol, it will take multi-million years to crack it, even with the latest technology. So it's a huge difference. It's just math. So the main thing is the length. The second thing is the complexity, as I mentioned, symbols. The third one is no predictable patterns, no relationship, not your name, not your father's name, child's name. Don't have series of numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and things like that in your password to make it a number, because somebody tried to, some of the banks, they try to make sure there is a number. And the last one is unique for each account. Never repeat your password. Cybersecurity credential stuffing technology under, by which you can steal the password from one place and you can try everywhere and most of them will open up. So that is called credential stuffing. So you need to make sure that you do not repeat the password. Now the biggest question is, how can I remember this password if it is all these things, right? So just to interact, is this a strong password or a weak password? You can do a thumbs up or a thumbs down. All right, that's easy. How about this? Thumbs up. Yes. But there is something that is meaningful in this. It's give me marshmallows. So it is still a much stronger password than everything else. The reason for using these words as is that they are called dictionary words. So it's easier for AI and computer to detect dictionary words. Thumbs down. It's actually a thumbs up. And how do you remember this one? I love to visit Ammachi's house in Kerala during holidays. Right, so that is one of the easiest way. You make a huge sentence of your own and take the first letter, and then you do the other things that you try to do, which is converting 3 to E or E to 3, A to at, number to pounds and things like that. So, and this is very difficult to crack. There's nobody, it's not easy to crack at all. And Aro, you can do this in Malayalam. So then there's no way to crack it after this. So this is the stats that I was talking about in terms of how long the number of characters and how quickly it can crack. Browsing is a little bit more difficult, so it becomes a little technical. On the main browser there is a lock symbol at the bar, so at the top bar. Make sure that lock is on. If it is not on, don't even go. No website, including what you build on your own, should have without a certificate. So that is called the HTTPS. Public Wi-Fi, try to avoid using that in airports and other public places. beware of pop-ups. If you are getting pop-ups, first of all, your computer is having a problem because there is a malware or spyware. So you can clean that, but beware of pop-ups. The other important thing is update. All the software today have got automatic update. So always use automatic update. The chances of your software not working because of an automatic update is so low compared to the problems that it can create. So your computer, your phone, every of these things have got an automatic update option, so update that. Use a reliable antivirus software and avoid clicking on the advertisements. So now what can you do? The most important thing after all these things is freeze your credit account. So this is the only way that I have seen that is foolproof. How many of you have frozen your credit accounts? Good. So there are 3 credit bureaus in US, and it is a free thing by the government that it can be done free. You can freeze your account. ആര് ലോൺ എടുക്കാൻ നോക്കിയാലും എന്ത് credit check നോക്കിയാലും it will not allow that. So the first thing to do is freeze that in all the 3 bureaus. Only thing is, ഇപ്പോൾ ഒരു ലോൺ എടുക്കണമെങ്കിൽ, കാർ വാങ്ങിക്കണം, വീട് വാങ്ങിക്കണമെങ്കിൽ, you have to go and unlock it. It's all online, but that is the only inconvenience that is there. If that is a big inconvenience, if you're buying a house daily, then you can actually have a fraud alert. Fraud alert will call you and then you can verify it. Both these services are free. Highly recommend doing it. It takes some time to go through all the thing. Adinte password orkanam, but I think it is the most only safest way to do it. So what do you do now? So annually check your credit report, and everybody thinks this is not free. It is free. You can go to annualcreditreport.com and you can check your credit at least once in a year. Go through that and see what all loans you have taken, who has checked your credit history, all those things you can see there. Check your bank statements or credit card statements, making sure that everything is correct in that. Plug in for Visa. You can go to purchasealerts.visa.com and register any Visa credit card there, and you will get an alert if anybody is using that card immediately on your text. Most bank accounts also provide this. Medical bills. Most people don't even open this envelope, but it is very important to open that because that's how you come to know somebody else has taken that. Reduce the spam. And this is both on the phone, direct marketing on your mail, all these things. Optoutscreen.com. It is a very optoutfreescreen.com. You will reduce the junk that is coming in your home. Similarly, dmachoice.org. It will reduce the mass mailings that is coming. If you get a spam mail, surface mail, put return to sender and put it back in the box and raise your flag. The postman will take it and return it back. So that will actually help the person spamming you a little bit also. Unwanted calls. The first thing to do is do not call.gov. It's a government service. You can go there and register. You will start seeing the spam calls coming down on your phones. You can register any phone you want. So, final slide. Do all these today. You can take a screenshot if you want, or this month, and share this information with family, friends, and church community. I think these kinds of events is the opportunity to communicate this. Any technical person knows this thing, so you can pull anybody from your church, and happy to share all the slides for that purpose too. Thank you.
So I know for a fact I will be changing my passwords across multiple portals because they are all the same. And yeah, no children in our passwords, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Biju Abraham, for your excellent talk on cybersecurity resilience. Your practical guidance on adopting safe online habits gives all of us actionable steps we can implement immediately, and we truly appreciate your expertise.